Living in India is full of struggle. If you're staying in India, you may know that there are a lot of struggle you have to do. For example, you cannot casually joke about any influential person because you may end up offending that person and you may land yourself in a jail. The another struggle is you cannot casually use any public transit because it is overly populated, overly stretched that sometimes people lose their life falling from their door, such as local train. It is not that they are inefficient, but the systems are overburdened because of the population. People queue up to get access for fresh water. So these are the struggle done by the general population. If you ask me about rich people, they have their own struggle, such as people cannot buy a home in South Bombay, but they can easily afford a spacious home in central Bombay. Then there comes a people, especially star kids. They cannot afford Rolls Royce, but they can afford a German car. So everyone has different perspective about their struggle. If you'll ask me about my struggle for past 25 years was to get rid of my obesity. Yes, for past 25 years, I was in the state of obesity, and because of that, my life became miserable. I'm not joking. I couldn't enjoy a life like a normal person. Whenever I used to go out, people used to taunt me like, are you going to eat all the food in the world? Are you going to make us die of hunger? I couldn't run like a normal person. I couldn't dance freely like a normal person because it impacted my confidence, and due to that, it was really difficult to face my life. Another thing was, whenever I used to go to the shopping mall, it was dreadful experience because I did not get any kind of clothes of my size. Whatever I used to like, it won't fit me. So I never like to go to the shopping mall because I cannot get the choice of the clothes I want. And the high time came when I literally decided I need to do something about my body was when girls of my age were started calling me uncle. Now, if you know, in India, young people call elder people as uncle or auntie even if they are not related because as a matter of respect. Now this was the high time I need to get rid of my excessive fat. So I started doing physical activities such as working out, going for a run, doing cycling. Even I offered people to do their pet walks for free. And believe me, I lost significant amount of weight. But the problem was still not solved. Whenever I used to switch back to my normal lifestyle, I used to face the same problem and I was tired of it. So I have a graph like Christian Bale, like I lost suddenly 32 kgs and I gained back 40 kgs, then I lost 20 kgs. So right now, for past 2 years, I am having kind of stable lifestyle and my weight is also stable, it is not growing. But the problem is because of pandemic, I cannot do my physical activity by going outside of gym. And I'm a lazy person that I don't like to work out at home. I know I can do a workout, but it is not the priority right now for me. So what I needed was to have sustaining lifestyle where I can manage my activities, and the main thing was to fix my eating habits. And to fix eating habit, it was really difficult because if you want to eat clean, you have to spend a lot of money plus a lot of time preparing that meal, and which is really difficult. So what? It was not the end of the world. So I was casually going through internet and I did some research about certain thing about fitness. I have heard of intermittent fasting earlier, even I heard of ketogenic diet, but I came to know about one concept called OMAD. So I'll be sharing about my experience of OMAD, and I'll be making a video series about it where I'll be explaining detail about intermittent fasting and ketogenic diet. My journey about OMAD. So what is OMAD? OMAD is a one meal a day. So you'll be eating a meal for a day, and that meal you can finish within 4 hour window or single hour of window. So it is easy because you don't have to spend much time on deciding what you're going to eat. You can have your schedule of meal, or you can have single pattern of meal where you don't have to explicitly decide what you're going to eat, and you can prepare that in advance. So I started with my OMAD journey from 1st of April and I continued till 20th of May. And during this time frame, I lost almost 5 kgs, and there could be a tolerance of negative 500 grams or positive 500 gram because of water weight, but I almost lost like 580. It was showing 6 kg on weighing scale, but I can consider that I lost 5 kilograms. And the reason was I clubbed this concept of intermittent fasting with ketogenic diet, and I also included the concept of OMAD. So OMAD is you'll be eating a single meal for the day in the hour window of one hour, and you can also have a variation of 4 hours or 3 hours or 2 hours. So I used to eat my meal within the window of 3 hours sometimes, because it cannot be perfect always. Like earlier I tried to be more strict, but over the time I got bored, so I set some restriction loose for myself. There are some observations which I went through when I was going through my OMAD journey. So going for OMAD journey, you can go for OMAD for set of weeks, or you can go for OMAD for set of month, or you can decide it to do it for a year, or you can set as your lifelong OMAD journey as per your comfort level. Initially, it will be really difficult to control your urges, but eventually you will get used to it. Initially, you will face some side effects such as dizziness, then sometimes you may get migraines. I also sometimes get migraines. It is not common, but you will experience some side effect. There could be lethargy because you are doing fasting for 20 hours or more than 20 hours, and your body is trying to conserve energy. So you have to listen to your body before deciding to go for this OMAD journey. And when your body is not supporting your journey, then you can make an alteration, make it easier for you, and over the time you can increase the difficulty level of your OMAD journey. Like if you're not comfortable with OMAD, you can have intermittent fasting of 16 to 8 pattern. Second thing is, it is very time effective. So you'll be eating your lunch, your dinner and your breakfast within single window hour. You finish your meal and you can go away wherever you want to go. You can take a rest, or you can go to the club, or you can go to watch stars. Whatever you can do, that doesn't matter. Ketogenic plus OMAD. So since you are doing OMAD, you will be almost following intermittent fasting with more than 16 hour of window. And when you club it with ketogenic diet, you have better chance of losing weight, because your body switches its energy sources from glucose to ketones, and you will lose more fat from your body, and there is a chance that you may get slimmer than you don't follow ketogenic. But you have to be cautious because ketogenic diet involves taking lots of protein and lots of fat. And when you are taking excessive amount of proteins and fat, it can impact your liver. So you also have to drink large amount of water. But be careful because it can cause some kidney disease such as kidney stone or some other issues. Also, it can cause fatty liver. So do your periodic check. I would suggest do periodic check on monthly basis, like how your body is responding to this ketogenic diet instead of continuing for lifelong. So do it accordingly. Fourth observation was, whenever I used to follow this OMAD plus ketogenic diet, I was having much more concentration on the subject which I'm studying or in my work, because our mind gets more energy, which is ketones. Actually, there is no difference of energy, but I personally feel better focused, and it also helped me to curb my urges regarding other thing. It also makes you calm because you know that you are more. It also makes you calm because your fasting method makes you feel that you have your body in your control. So that is a side benefit. So those were the result about OMAD journey of mine. And I was kind of lazy to do home workout. Actually, if you can do home workout and you can eat calorie deficient diet, you can also lose weight. But this weight I lost without doing any physical activity. And if you have some space to do physical activity, if you can do home workout, you can also have a weight loss. But if you don't have a time, then you can always try OMAD diet. You can choose whether go for ketogenic or not. That totally depends on your comfort level. And that's all about it. I'll be making more videos about intermittent fasting and ketogenic diet in this video series. So until then, see you next time.